What's crack, it's VangelinaSkov, and there's probably a little bit of background noise because every time I sit down to record, everybody outside decides that it's time to party. Stop. There shall be no fun when I have things to do. But besides annoying background noise, in today's video we're going to be talking about Pewdiepie. I had actually planned to talk about some completely unrelated stuff, some drama that I didn't particularly care about, and then I sat down, was ready to record that, had my notes and said, no, I'm going to make things harder for myself because I feel like talking about Pewdiepie today. So that's what we're going to do. Now, if you missed it, Pewdiepie was in trouble on Twitter. What else is new? But he was in trouble on Twitter. So I'm just going to let you know what happened and mostly give my own opinion in this video. This isn't going to be one of my relay the facts of the drama videos. I just kind of want to tell you what I think. Anyway, before we get into that, please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload. And if you want to, you can also check out the memberships. There's also a Patreon if memberships aren't a thing. I don't know, take your pick, whichever. It's all in the description and stuff. You'll find it. So, Pewdiepie was in trouble on Twitter again. People were very mad at him, and you're probably wondering why, since, you know, in the past when people have been mad at him, it's because they thought he was a racist, or he said some dumb things which he definitely should not have said. This time, he's in trouble because of beep. We're just gonna sit here and listen to this together. It's really romantic. But no, this time he was in trouble because of Spotify. Somebody on Twitter found his Spotify playlist and leaked it and the artists he was listening to, and that somehow made people furious. One of the arguments that was brought up was that some of these artists were LGBTQ, and because Pewdiepie had been problematic in the past, he's not allowed to listen to LGBTQ artists for some reason. I'm failing to find the logic here. Help me, tell me if you find it. I don't even know if it was created in the first place. It must be buried somewhere, right? And other people weren't mad specifically because they were LGBTQ artists. They were just mad because they liked some of the artists that he was listening to and didn't want somebody that they believed was problematic to be listening to the music that they listen to. Because obviously the music that you listen to completely defines who you are as a person, and only one subset of people can listen to one type of artist. That's just how that works. But the thing is, people were really mad about this, and it made no sense, and it just seems like people just want to get mad about Pewdiepie just because it seems like the cool thing to do, because a lot of people really hate him. And they hate him because of some things that they've read in the past, because it's no secret that the media has portrayed him very badly, even when he's done good things. Obviously, some of the times he did do bad things, but a lot of the time, very tiny little things were blown out of proportion. And anything wrong that he did do, he's apologized for, he's taken accountability for it, which is the biggest thing, and he has grown from it. Unlike a lot of other YouTubers who just never take accountability, never grow, and people just forgive them anyway. And I truly believe that people who really hate Pewdiepie haven't even watched him, because he's not some right-wing racist spouting crap everywhere. He just makes dumb videos and puts them on YouTube. And as well as that, he does a lot of things for charity. All of the money from his memberships, which I think he said in his last video this month was 100,000 euros or dollars or pounds, all of that goes to charity every month. But nobody ever talks about the good things. Only ever the bad things, which I just think is so sad and it's so unfair, because people just want to see one side of this person. Now, in his last video, he did talk about him getting cancelled, which is why it's a bit useless that I'm making this video, because he's already talked about it himself, so I'm adding nothing of value here except for my own unwanted opinion. But he did say something about people hating the idea of Pewdiepie, which I think made a lot of sense.
It's so obvious now with Twitter that people that hate on Pewdiepie are just hating on the idea of Pewdiepie. I know that sounds a bit like, oh, there's nothing wrong with Pewdiepie. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it's like, if you keep hearing all the bad stuff and hammer those down over and over, yeah, you're gonna get a bad idea of PewDiePie is. So I can't really fault people for not liking that, but I know me, I know you guys know me, and I know there's a ton more to it than just what you may have heard about me on Twitter. So I can't really be mad at that. I don't really care. It's just funny because I'm living rent-free in all these people's head.
Another thing that he brought up in his video was that one artist who I've never heard of, but they tweeted out that they didn't want PewDiePie listening to his music. They said something like, just woke up, found out that PewDiePie listens to me and others. PewDiePie, please don't listen to my music. Okay, back to bed. And it's just, I don't understand. I mean, Felix made this argument himself, but you put your music out there on a public platform and you can't really decide who listens to it. People just listen to it. That makes no sense to try and dictate who can listen to your music. And honestly, that seems like a really bad thing to do for any kind of artist or creator. It's like you're surrounding yourself with only one kind of person and one point of view and one type of people, if that makes sense. I don't know. And that's how you stop yourself from like growing and expanding. And also they gave no real explanation as to why they don't want PewDiePie to listen to their music. I'm assuming it's because they've heard about some of the problematic things that he's done in his past and just said, screw you, no music for you. It's very weird. It's very weird. It's just weird. It's kind of funny, but just weird. But don't worry, PewDiePie. You can listen to my music. It's okay. Actually, speaking of, I'm releasing music, or one song for now, a single. It's going to be out on Spotify, iTunes, all the places very soon. So if you want to know when that's coming out, just check the community tab or follow me on Twitter and I'll be announcing it there when it's out in places. I will admit, me releasing the song, I did it a little bit impulsively. So I kind of didn't plan ahead and everything is going to be coming out on different platforms at different times. So therefore, you will need to be checking for when that comes out. But there will be a link in the description to a little preview of it and the pre-save for Spotify if you want to check that out. I'm sorry, I didn't actually mean for this to be a plug for the song. It connected well, okay? Back to PewDiePie, let's stop talking about me. Look, honestly, my main point in all of this is that people hate PewDiePie based on a couple of articles and that one or two bad things that he shouldn't have done but has moved on from and taken accountability for. And they completely fail to see that he's actually, well, from what I can see, quite a nice person, a very chill guy, donates a lot to charity and tries to do a lot of good things, and even like supports things like sustainable fashion and all that. So he's doing better than most YouTubers, let's be honest here. What are the rest of them doing? Hoarding their money, going to parties where they're all infecting each other. Jake Paul got his house raided by the FBI. He owes $2 million in taxes and he had a load of guns in there. Just like, but people hate them less for some reason. It's bizarre. And I just want to clarify as well, I'm not some like stan or something. Does PewDiePie even have stans? But I'm not some stan that says like he's all wonderful and all perfect and is free from any criticism. I've criticized him on my channel. Before I had subscribers, but I criticized him on my channel. You can criticize somebody for the bad things that they do without seeing them as a villain when they're clearly not, because they do a lot of good things too. But with that being said, I do enjoy his videos. I do like him. I do think he seems like a nice guy. Anyway, I think I've ranted enough. This is completely not the video that I had planned for today, but this is the one that we're gonna do. Yay. Anyway, as I said at the start of the video, please subscribe and check out the memberships if you want to. And you can also follow me on social media. Like, comment, share, and do all the things that I am supposed to ask you to do at the end of a video, including checking out the pre-save for my single on Spotify, link in description. So many plugs at the end of this goddamn video. And have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.